Welcome back to Snug Studio, episode 9.
Almost episode 10.
Almost.
Which will be a milestone, so I better
have to celebrate.
Get my creative juices flowing.
True.
Although episode 10 might be slightly delayed.
True. But it will come.
It will build the anticipation.
It's true.
There may not be an episode next week. So sorry, y'all.
Sorry. We're busy girlies.
Yeah, you've been a traveling queen.
I know.
Too.
I'm about to be an even more of a traveling queen.
Yeah.
It's gonna be busy summer, but don't worry, guys. We're committed to this.
We'll always come back.
Yeah. Okay, I'm actually dying to try this. It's a sparkling water thing that I got. It's like a golden lime sparkling water. I'm not sure what that means.
Should I show the camera?
Thumbnail.
It has a yellowish tinge of color.
Yeah.
Okay, it's just sparkling water. Here we go.
I can't say I love it. It's more sparkling water than anything.
Are you a sparkling water gal?
I don't hate it. I like sparkling water. It's not usually my beverage of choice, but like when it's there, I'm like, oh, I like this stuff.
Okay. I drink a lot of sparkling water.
Uh-huh.
I think you've seen it at my house in the pantry. We get the...
You guys like Waterloos?
Yes, Waterloo, and then we've been getting the bubblies lately.
Okay.
Delicious.
I don't think I've ever had bubbly.
Okay, well, next time you come over, or next episode, I'll bring bubblies. How about that? Because they're actually shockingly good for sparkling water.
Okay.
So, as a sparkling water connoisseur,
okay,
as someone who has had her way around...
Professional opinion.
Yeah, I'm very qualified, actually, on this. And I would say this is, if I'm being honest, and I'm normally a generous reviewer, this is one of the weaker sparkling waters I've tried in my day.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to give this one one more sip for good measure. Yeah, no, I think this one's sitting at a 4.6.
Yeah, I was going to give it a 4.3.
Yeah.
It's like there's something happening in the back of my throat. It's like sour.
Yes, almost metallic.
Like acidic. Yeah.
But not in a good way. Not in just like a refreshing lemony way.
Me?
So you were just impromptu shadowing?
Yeah.
How did that happen?
So my mom is kind of friends with this man who runs kind of a research and treatment oncology clinic here. And I reached out to him and I was talking about pre-med and where I'm at and whatever, and asked if he had any doctors or researchers who would be down to let me shadow. He gave me the number of his office manager, so I reached out to office manager. She was like, meet me at 9 a.m. on Tuesday or Wednesday or whatever it was. So I show up thinking I'm gonna like fill out some paperwork to get cleared to shadow with this woman. She did not know who I was. I walk in, she's like, what year are you? You're a resident. And I was like, no, not a resident, I'm a pre-med, whatever. And she was like, and we've been talking? I was like, yeah. What's your name? Maya Johnson. And you're sure we've been talking? I was like, no, yeah, for sure. Let me pull up the emails. Oh, Maya, M-A-I-J-A. She, like, didn't know how to spell my name. She didn't know who I was. She was like, oh, yeah. So she's telling me, like, we have Dr. So-and-so and Dr. So-and-so. He's great. She's wonderful. Upstairs, downstairs, all the things. Let me go tell you. She's here today. So she walks me into the office of this doctor. And she's like, this is Maya. She's going to be shadowing you today. You guys have fun. And she leaves. And I was like, oh. So I tell the doctor, I was like, listen, ma'am, I'm so sorry. I was not, like, expecting to shadow today. I don't think you were expecting to have me shadow today. If you want me to reschedule, like, I can come back. And she was like, no, it's totally fine. And she, like, so I followed her for the morning, and she was chill. She was, like, really sweet. But it was very unexpected.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just kind of stumbled upon
have a good time. I was like, oh, okay.
She was like, yeah, go ahead and hang out here. This is a great place.
Yeah, in an oncology unit. I was like, yeah, no, me and my homies in the infusion center.
Did you learn anything new?
Kind of. Yeah, I mean, I asked her a couple questions about like what I was overhearing and stuff. It was really like sweet to watch her interact with like cancer's such an emotional diagnosis. So these patients are going through it.
I can only imagine.
And one of the poor patients, she was getting emotional and she goes, sorry, I don't know why I cry every time I come here. And the doctor was like, I know why you cry every time you come here and it's totally fine.
Not something you need to apologize for.
Nope. She like gave her a hug and she was like, we're here for you. She was very good at like, I feel like making her patients feel like the whole care team was like on their side.
Yeah, it sounds like she has really great bedside manner,
Yeah.
which is, in my experience, not very common
And
at the
crucial
doctor's
for
office.
oncology.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, not necessarily, like, science-wise, reinforced my belief that I don't want to do oncology. Really don't. Never have. But she was excellent to, like, follow around and kind of watch her interactions with her patients.
That's exciting. These are some big steps. And you finished taking the MCAT.
Finished taking the MCAT.
Big milestone.
That was crazy. Drove all the way to Albuquerque, and let me tell you, nothing. Oh my gosh, there's nothing there.
Anything fun on the way?
No. So we drove up actually as if you're going to our cabin. So you drive up through like Payson, almost all the way to Sholo, and then just like take this little turn off and go through like Snowflake. And then like up through, I guess I didn't know that Albuquerque is like northwest Mexico, New Mexico.
Okay.
So we went that way, which was interesting. But once you kind of leave Arizona, it is literally nothing. Oh my gosh. Like, no rest stops, gas stations, nothing. We got to Albuquerque, kind of apocalyptic. Like, everything was boarded up. There were, like, no people on the streets. Vibes were weird.
Interesting.
Can't lie. My mom and I, when I got out of the testing center, were trying to find something to do, and we were like, should we just drive home now? Like, if we weren't going to have half the drive in the dark, we would have left. And this was something I thought was hilarious. Apparently, New Mexico is called the Land of Enchantment. And I was like, who are you enchanting? With what?
I didn't know that.
I didn't either. And I thought it was hilarious, especially because one of the billboards, as we were driving into New Mexico, advertises New Mexico is the worst in the country for public education and has the highest rates of crime and drug abuse. And I was like, interesting.
In the United States?
In the United States.
Really?
I was like, interesting billboard. Why are you advertising that?
Yeah, what?
Like, welcome to New Mexico. This is what we offer.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
I didn't either.
Huh. Well, had you been to New Mexico before?
I've never been to New Mexico. So, I guess I added another state to my list. But, I'm satisfied.
You won't be going back?
Nope, I'm good.
The only time I've been was for the Hot Air Balloon Festival. And that was pretty cool. But that was really all we did.
I hear that's the only thing to do.
That was my experience when I was there. But hey, if anyone from New Mexico is listening and has some good activities, please let us know.
This is also not my... I've heard good things about other parts of New Mexico. This is only my experience in Albuquerque.
Oh, okay.
I hear good things about like Santa Fe and other parts of the state, but
I guess I haven't heard anything else about New Mexico.
I had a client who was telling me that apparently she's like you should have gone to Santa Fe. Santa Fe has some cute cafes. They have a lot of really gorgeous people. And I was like, oh, that's interesting.
What an interesting thing to say.
Yeah, what an interesting thing to note that there are gorgeous people in Santa Fe, but
I'll keep that in mind.
I can't say it
What's
added
the metric
state
that we're using to gauge that, you know?
Yeah.
Personal preference? Was a survey taken?
I don't know.
I'd be curious to learn more.
It's funny how different people perceive differently. I was just literally laughing about this last night. Pace and I have been watching Age of Attraction on Netflix.
Yeah.
And there was a man who's one of the couples, and he's older, and his now girlfriend is like a lot younger than him. And so everybody was kind of like, haha, why are they together? And Pace was like, well, because he's gorgeous. He's like a model man. And I was like, oh, I think he's super unattractive. And Pace was like, really? I thought he was like objectively a good looking dude. And I was like, you could land a plane between his eyes.
I'm dead. Not Pace having feelings for me. Oh my gosh. Are they coming out with new episodes every week? I remember you telling me about this. And I was actually kind of invested.
I'm not sure. We're like not caught up. So we're kind of like really slow to the game because the episodes are an hour long.
That's long.
They're really long. So we don't like watch them in large chunks.
Okay.
But we're like super behind. But I did see today that they just greenlit another season of it. So.
Dude. Nice.
Apparently it's doing good.
I've been rewatching Hunger Games because I'm obsessed with those movies and books. I'm just obsessed. And they recently released the trailer for Sunrise on the Reaping.
Yeah.
And the cast is pretty stacked. They have Elle Fanning playing young Effie.
Oh.
So that in it of itself is elite casting.
Yeah. Elle Fanning is the older one, right? Dakota.
I think so.
Dakota is the one from Charlotte's Web.
Yes. I think Elle Fanning is in more.
Maleficent?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
okay.
she's at least in more that I've seen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for
it's
sure.
it's Elle Fanning.
Yeah.
So, and then I'm trying to think who else. The cast looks pretty spot on.
Yeah.
So I'm very, very excited. I've been rewatching Hunger Games just because. There's also only like 2 weeks left until Devil Wears Prada 2, so we still have to get you to see Devil Wears Prada 1.
Indeed. Did you guys go see Project Hail Mary?
Yes.
I've heard a lot of hype about it.
Wait, did I already talk to you about this?
I was gonna say, actually, I remember you saying that you think I would like it even if I don't super love science fiction.
Yes, I liked it.
Yeah.
I would recommend. I think you should go see it.
My aunt said that she's already seen it 3 times. I was like, wow.
It's a good movie.
She was like, you haven't seen it? And I was like, I took the MCAT this weekend. That's been my defense for everything. All my clients are like, oh my gosh, you haven't seen this thing, read this book? Like, I'm like, I've been taking the MCAT.
I've been studying.
But it's a whole new world now.
Yeah, what are you going to do with all this free time?
I want to go back to playing the guitar.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you cut your nails.
So I cut my nails, yeah. I haven't done it yet, but it's coming up.
What songs do you want to play? Like, what's your first song? Are you going to try to learn a song at a time, or are you going to...
That's a good question.
What's your methodology?
Yeah, I don't think that I, am a classical student in the sense that I want to sit down and, learn all the chords. I think I'm going to go song by song and just, piece it together.
Mm-hmm.
I really, really, really want to learn Butterfly Fly Away by Hannah Montana. So,
okay.
Whatever. Because it's a cute little, guitar riff. But there's always the classics, like the freaking,
Could you do Hey There, Delilah?
Oh, that'd be cute.
Isn't that a lot of guitar?
I think so. What are all there's a Blackbird something and all the classics that suddenly I can't remember.
I got nothing.
I don't know.
Hey There, Delilah was the only thing that came to mind.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
But yeah.
You'll have to serenade us on
That's my plan.
On our next episode. It just opens up with you serenading everyone.
I'll write us an intro.
Just adding another facet to the podcast. This is now also a music performance podcast /
We do it
concert.
all here, you guys.
Did you see anything about the Justin Bieber Coachella performance?
I've seen everybody raving about it, and I've heard little snippets.
Did you watch any clips or anything?
No, I haven't seen hardly anything.
Is this the one pop culture
It might be
thing that I can tell you about?
It might be.
So I didn't watch the whole thing. I want to. I did watch clips, and I personally think it's so wholesome, such a full circle moment. So, as you know, Justin Bieber, he's obviously been in the spotlight since he was a kid, since he was 12 or something like that.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of hard things come with that, as we've seen with a lot of child celebrities. The spotlight is not always kind to people.
And not where I want to be.
People are not always kind to people, right? And so you put little kids in the spotlight, and I think it's bound to have some negative side effects, I would say.
For sure.
Anyways, I feel like he's in a new era, and he's kind of healing and coming back, and he's a dad now, and
I know.
I just feel like he's in his family era, healing era. So he basically came out and I believe he performed a set, an actual set, but then he also took time to just go, he brought his laptop and he pulled up YouTube and was playing what the crowd requested. So old songs, classic songs.
That's funny.
Playing Baby, playing there were a few other really good ones.
I saw Favorite Girl has been trending on Instagram. So
Yes, he did that one. Just hit some of his original bangers, and he was singing along.
That's fun.
It was cute because the video is his younger self singing it and performing at home, which is how he got so big in the first place.
That's cute.
I just thought it was so wholesome.
That's cute.
I was like, I think it was a great performance.
I know.
But I don't know if I would ever pay... Well, I would consider it. But from what I've seen about Coachella, it's extremely expensive.
It's also extremely uncomfortable from the sounds of it.
Everyone's posting videos about their camping setup and everything. And then they're like, "Yep, here's my first day at Coachella. I wake up and I go to the public bathroom and blah blah." I'm like, "You lost me. You lost me right there."
It's not for me.
We're going to public porta potties first thing in the morning,
and it's hot and dusty. There's no running water. You want me to get all festivaled up? Like those people who wear crazy like makeup and outfits and all the fun things, and then you don't have like water to wash your face at night?
You're telling me I'm gonna put hairspray in my hair or glitter on my face and not have a real shower to wash it off?
No.
Sensory nightmare.
No.
Add it to the list.
No. Paige DeSorbo said she would never go to Coachella, and I can't fault her for it.
I feel like it's a hard sell, especially when there not only are these the conditions, but you're paying thousands of dollars to live in these conditions and fight for your life amongst the crowds. It sounds very overwhelming.
And every performance at Coachella is so like broadcast on social media and the internet that I'm like, I can basically watch anything I want to watch from Coachella from the comforts of my air-conditioned couch.
Yeah. So I've definitely thought about it because I'm kind of a music festival
You're a festival girly.
Yeah, and I like that kind of thing, but I like it with the knowledge that it takes quite a lot out of you. Yeah. So if I were ever to do it, I think it would highly depend on the price point. I'm not paying more than $1,000 to camp.
No.
Like, if it cost me more than $1,000 for the weekend to camp...
I'm not a camper.
You've crossed the line.
I'm not a camper even if I don't have to pay for it. If me and my friends want to go out into the woods, I am a hard sell for camping. And this is why. Because my grandpa has a cabin and I always grew up going to the cabin. I have been so spoiled and privileged that I'm like, why would you go camping when we could just go to the cabin? You get all the fun things of camping. You go outside, you do all the things. And then you shower and sleep in a bed.
That does sound nice.
So I've been ruined.
I grew up camping, so I actually really like camping. I will say that with the disclaimer that it's not hardcore camping or anything like that. Okay. I'm not out here roughing it for 3 days in a row. I'm more of a 1, maybe 2 nights type of gal. Yeah. We're tent camping. We're just kind of having a good time. And my idea of camping, the whole point you go camping is to get away from people. Yeah. So that's my other qualm about camping at Coachella is you're just camping in the dirt surrounded by thousands of other people. That's not relaxing to me. The whole benefit of camping is to go away into the fresh air, away from people, and just kind of do your thing in the woods, to me, is the preferred location. Yes. Pine trees.
If I'm going to go camping, it would either need to be in the woods or, like, beach camping.
I've never been beach camping, and I kind of want to.
I actually have been beach camping. I like beach camping. I would prefer it over woods camping.
Where do you go to the bathroom, though? The woods gives you, like, cover. I feel like the beach,
Yeah, usually beach campgrounds are near those, like...
public
beach bathrooms. Yeah, those little, like, where there's, like, 2 or 3 things right there.
So it's just less remote. I think that's the pros of camping in the woods, is you can drive on any open forest roads. Yeah. And you can just really, if you got 4-wheel drive, you can really get out there. Yeah. And it just makes me feel like no one can contact me, and sometimes I just like that.
Do not disturb.
I'm away.
That is fair.
And I plan to be doing a decent amount of camping this summer when the temperatures are abysmal. I was scared because it was really hot here for a while. Yeah. But we've actually had, I would say, normal, moderate weather the last couple weeks.
Yeah, apparently, I don't know what's up with this storm or whatever, but it's been snowing up north and in Utah, I hear. Oh. Which is crazy.
What was the weather like in Albuquerque?
It was, like, threatening rain all weekend. Oh. It only sprinkled a teensy bit, but it was really pretty, like, weather. It was very nice. You know, perfect weather to sit in a little cubicle on a computer for 8 hours. Yeah.
Yeah. Classic.
Yeah. Just what I wanted to do.
Sounds like a great time.
Yeah. But now it's over. And I've done my best, and that's that, and now we wait.
And now at least it's a weight off your shoulders.
Yes.
I remember after I took the PE, I just felt on top of the world. I was so happy to be done with it. I had all this free time all of a sudden.
I'm not on, like, self-house arrest anymore. Like, I can leave the house guilt-free.
Exactly. Yeah, me and one of my old coworkers used to study after work, and I was just like, after work, the last thing you want to do is study. I was like so brain dead. I just, ugh.
And like, yeah, I want to go home at the end of a work day.
Yeah. But I'm glad you did it and you survived. Now you're about to do some travels, some major travels this summer.
I know. I'm excited.
Kicking off 25. Yep. Traveling the world.
Yep. Adding it to my list. Adding things to my list, which is really all I want for my 25th year.
Do you think you're going to feel different? Do you have any big goals for 25?
I think my goals for 25 are going to hinge on my score on the MCAT. Because I'm gonna, like, I'll either apply or not apply, so my goals are either going to be to get into a med school or to score well on the MCAT if I have to take it again. That was a really, like, stupid thing to say. I need to, like, goals that are unrelated to...
Those goals are valid goals. Career goals are good.
But I do want to travel. I'm going to Greece this summer, which is so exciting. I think I want to solo travel more. I really like solo traveling.
Okay.
And so I kind of want to stop, like, waiting for somebody else's timeline, you know?
Uh-huh.
And be like, oh, that would be so fun, but, like, I need somebody to go with me. I would love to just be like, I've always wanted to go to Thailand and, like, figure it out.
And just go to Thailand.
Yeah.
Well, I think you absolutely could.
25, I'm an adult.
Okay.
I can rent a car.
Is that where would you want to go? Well, Greece is one of them.
Greece is one of them. I'm very excited for that one. I want to go back to Japan really bad. I think that would be sick. I think state-wise, I actually think it would be fun to take a little solo trip, or maybe, do you want to go to Colorado? You've been to Colorado.
I've been to Colorado a few times. Where do you want to go in Colorado?
Yeah, good question. I don't know. I've never been to Colorado, which is partly why I want to go. I hear good things about it. I hear it's gorgeous. I also kind of want to go back to the East Coast, because I haven't been to the East Side since I was little, like probably like 10, 11, 12. So I don't remember it super well. And I want to go back now that I would actually, like, appreciate it and be an adult and have a good time.
It's a solid list.
Yeah.
I have heard good things about Colorado, too, especially if you like hiking. There's obviously a lot of really nice outdoor things you can do in Colorado. I've just also heard it's, at least Denver is expensive. I have a couple coworkers who are from Denver, and they said that it's even more expensive than Phoenix.
That's crazy.
Which is slowly becoming one of the most expensive cities to live in.
I believe it, dude.
We're growing like crazy.
Yeah.
I can see it in the traffic when I'm doing my morning commute. Hey, PSA to all the Phoenicians out there, like, we need to be a little nicer driving, because I got double flipped off the other day.
Yeah, that was
for simply taking my exit at 6:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm a big believer in using my blinker. I go a moderate speed, and I was personally attacked.
Yeah.
And it's not a one-time thing.
And it's like...
we have a problem here.
Bright and early, dude.
It's ridiculous.
The amount of rage in people's bodies before the sun is fully up is always crazy to me.
I'm still waking up.
Yeah, dude.
I've got an hour commute, and I'm just like, sometimes I just drive half of it in silence.
Yep.
I'm just catatonic, trying to still wake up.
And then you get to wherever you're going, and you're like, oh, hopefully I didn't break any traffic laws getting here.
Or when you go through a light and was that light green?
Yeah.
Although you can't really even do that anymore. Like, I feel like you would get hit. You would know if you went through not a green light, because there's always traffic.
And there's always red lights. I feel like you used to be able to get from point A to B in like 10, 12 minutes because there was no one on the road, and there was like no light stopping you because there was no one on the road. And now I can't go anywhere in less than 20, 25 minutes.
Or in high school, when we used to be able to just drive after, say you hung out with a friend, and it's not even that late, but maybe 10:30, 11 p.m., and you're driving home, And I remember I would be on the freeway, and it was me and exactly 3 other cars.
Yeah.
Like, Habited Arizona was asleep for the night.
Yeah.
Locked up in their house.
Yeah.
And I just felt like it was me in the open road. It was the best feeling in the world.
And that was fun. I used to go drive on the freeway at night just for fun. To be, like, alone, play my music, do my thing.
And now it gives me a panic attack.
Now you're going to hit 7 people on the road while they're trying to hit you. And then you're going to pay $80 for your little joyride because it's freaking $5 a gallon for gas.
And you're going to get double flipped off.
And you're going to get double flipped
on
off.
the way, regardless of if you go the speed limit or above the speed limit or use your blinker.
Yep.
So yeah, these are just a lot of reasons. This is the perfect storm of things that have absolutely killed the vibe of taking a nice little drive.
But I guess license plate game is popping off now in Arizona. I used to be shocked every time I would see, like, an out-of-state license plate. It was like, what are you doing here? It's summer. Nobody lives here in the summer.
Oh, yeah.
And now there's so many license plates.
I see it all the time. California is obviously the one I see the most.
Yeah.
And then Washington.
There's a lot of Washington plates.
Yeah. What's everyone from Washington doing
I
out
don't know.
here? I would never leave Washington
No.
if I was you guys. I've been to Washington. Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Granted, it wasn't in the winter. So
I've lived in Washington in the winter, and I would take it over Arizona summers.
Okay, good to know. What was the coldest that it got while you were there?
I was up on the peninsula in the winter, and so it snowed. Like, it snowed and stuck, and there was frozen ground and stuff. Not super freezing. I don't think we ever hit single digits.
Oh, really?
There.
Okay,
No.
so that's somewhat moderate.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's different in certain parts, but...
And it's definitely not that cold in Tacoma. Tacoma will get, like, 1 or 2 good snows. From my experience, this is actually probably not super accurate. From my experience and from what I heard of the people living in the area at the time, they said Tacoma usually gets 1 or 2 good snows. It'll stay for, like, a couple days, and then that's that.
Okay.
So.
I do like, in the winter, I like a snowy place. I don't love when it's just cold and dry and gray for too long.
That's fair.
I think the snow helps break it up. That being said, I've never lived somewhere that gets enormous amounts of snow or anything, and the snow sucks when it's melting away and the roads are just icy.
Yes. But
So,
I
pros
will
and
say
cons.
that snow makes it feel worth it. Like, if I'm gonna be this cold, there better be something pretty to look at.
Yeah, exactly. When I went to school, because I went to NAU in Flagstaff.
Yeah.
I know you know that, but for a little background,
For our listeners.
apparently a lot of people, well, I'm sure that's changed now, but a lot of people don't know that parts of Arizona get snow.
Yeah.
I've learned that from some of my out-of-state coworkers.
Yeah.
Um,
Because it's a relatively a very small part of Arizona that gets
true,
snow.
and it's not the highly populated
No.
part. But my coworker, he had some, like, his kids came out to visit or something, and I guess both of them, like, older teenagers, were surprised at the climate. They were like, oh, I thought there was going to be just tumbleweeds and dust and things like that. And he ended up taking them to the Grand Canyon and up north and everything. And I was like, why are we getting such bad PR? Arizona does have some beautiful areas.
I think we're getting very good PR these days, and now everyone's here.
Well, I don't think Phoenix is the area that should be getting good PR, though.
No.
I think Phoenix is one of the least pretty. I
think it's
thinking
Chandler
up
Gilbert
north.
that's booming.
Yeah, that's true. And I mean, Chandler Gilbert's nice, don't get me wrong. But I completely forgot. Oh, when I went to school in Flagstaff and there was snow, I remember sometimes if it wasn't mandatory and there was a way I could get away with it, I would actually ditch class on the days when it would snow, and me and my roommate would actually, like, go play in the snow, build snowman.
Yeah.
Like, I felt like a little kid again. And I would do it every time. It never lost its magic.
Being in the snow, when you want to be in the snow, the way you want to be in the snow, so fun. Like, if you want to sit inside and watch the snow fall with your little warm drink and be cozy, top tier. If you want to, like, go outside and play in the snow and, yeah, build a snowman, top tier. If you have to walk to class at 7 in the morning in the dark and trying to slip on the ice and not... No. That's not the fun part. If you have to get up early and scrape the ice off of your windows before you go anywhere, not a good time. So it's pros and cons.
Hot take, I like the snow in any condition but driving. So even walking to class, if it was snowy or cold and still dark, I actually didn't mind it.
Really?
I was, as long as I was bundled up. As long as I was bundled up appropriately. But any type of... I don't like driving a lot, in case we haven't covered that.
Which really just shows how much you love Matt.
Yeah. Yeah, I really do not like driving. I get so stressed out. It's not a relaxing event for me.
Yeah.
So in the snow and the ice, yeah, that's 10 times worse. But any other condition of snow, I'm pretty much chilling. Just put me not in a vehicle.
That's fair.
I'll be good.
There were days that I was like, there were not usually days that I was walking to class in the dark, like before the sun came up, because I intentionally did not take classes that early in the morning. But there were days that I had to shadow early in the morning. Usually I have to get to the hospital at like 6:30. And 6:30 in the winter is the dead of night. Like, it's dark and it's freezing. And that was miserable because I was like, everybody in the world is asleep right now. Like, why am I doing this?
Yeah, it is nice having the sun coming up earlier now, because I was driving to work in what felt like the dead of night, and I just felt so tired even by the time I got there. And I was sat in my desk and it was still dark. I was like, okay.
I am a summer girly. As much as I try to convince myself that I like the fall and the winter and the spring, which I do to some degree. Like, the fall is beautiful, spring is good vibes, there's always fun things in the winter as well. I am at my happiest in the summer.
That's valid. Maybe just not summer here.
Not summer here. That's so true, actually. Summer anywhere but here. I am in my happiest.
It just gets so unbearably hot.
It's absurd. It's crazy. But
I'm not ready.
We persevere, I suppose.
We'll have to get away and do the camping and all those things.
Yeah, do something for sure.
This summer.
Yeah. We have some plans in the works.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We're gonna do something big for 25.
Yeah. Crazy. Crazy. Okay, I have a red flag, green flag, beige flag for you.
Ooh, okay.
So, when you put your shoes on in the morning, do you do sock, sock, shoe, shoe, or do you do sock, shoe, sock, shoe?
Sock, sock, shoe, shoe.
How do you feel about people that do the other one?
I guess I never even thought about it. Is that something that people do?
Yeah, I learned this recently.
Really?
Yeah. Apparently some people do sock, shoe, like right foot, left foot.
But then you would have to take both your socks and carry them over to your shoes, or get your shoes and carry them over to where you're putting on your socks. Or are you, like...
My socks and shoes are in the same place. I've never experienced that problem.
You don't keep your socks in, like, a drawer and your shoes over by the door?
No, well, maybe, no, because I live in, like, all my stuff is in my room. You live in a house.
Oh.
You know?
I would say, I guess that's beige. I don't know if I have a strong feeling about it, but I would never do that myself. The flow of it seems off.
That's fair.
I don't understand the logistics there, how that would benefit me. It feels like the less efficient route.
It does, yeah. You, like, stop halfway through your task.
Do you pour your cereal in or your milk first?
Cereal.
Correct
next question.
Answer.
That's a crime. That is...
Because how the heck are you supposed to know how much milk to put in until you put your cereal?
Exactly. And then I feel like the milk, like, disperses better, like, through the cereal.
Yeah, you kind of, like, coat it on top. Otherwise, it's just floating and only the bottom's going to get milk on it, and then that'll get all soggy.
Exactly.
So, yeah, no, Sorry to expose you. Matt pours the milk first. It upsets me to this day.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, because I'll be pouring... I'll be like... I'll have cereal or something. Oh, do you want some cereal? And then he's like, sure. And he comes over... And I look and there's a bowl of milk on the counter. And then
is he a cat? Like...
And I'm like, how does this work?
Yeah.
No, every time. And he'll stand by that. He'll defend it.
That's weird. I'm going to bully him for that. Okay, another thing that I don't understand. When you brush your teeth, I'm the type of person that I wet my toothbrush and then put the toothpaste on.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people in this world put the toothpaste on their dry toothbrush and then wet the whole thing and then put it in your mouth.
Doesn't the toothpaste fall off?
That's what I'm saying.
I feel like you're increasing the chances of the toothpaste just falling right off.
That's what I'm saying. Is like you'd have to kind of like adhere them together.
And that's infuriating.
Yes.
When you've put toothpaste on your toothbrush and it falls off into the sink.
Yeah.
That makes me so angry. Irrationally angry.
You know what makes me irrationally angry? Every once in a blue moon while I'm brushing my teeth, somehow I think I pulled a toothbrush like too far out when I'm brushing and I'll hit like my lip or something. Oh my gosh, it sends me into a blind rage. I can't even explain it. I could have just had like the best day of my life. Like if it were my wedding day and I was on cloud 9 and I was brushing my teeth and hit my lip like that, I would lose it. I hate that.
Are you saying you hit your lip with force? It hurts? Or
No.
you don't like the feeling because you get a little, like, toothpaste
I get a
on
little
your
toothpaste,
lip.
like, outside of my mouth.
Yeah.
You know, and that pisses me. There's nothing I hate more than the texture, the feeling of foamy toothpaste.
Ew.
Like,
Ooh.
when your toothpaste, like, lathers, like, I could throw up. I literally hate it so bad.
Valid crash out.
My mom literally when I was a teenager, bought me, like, non-foaming toothpaste because I was in such a stage where I was, like, gagging at the feeling of, like, the foamy toothpaste in my mouth.
That's a valid crash out. I really don't like that either, but I don't know if I have such a strong aversion.
That is one of the things that's just, like, it's irrational.
This is borderline phobia for you.
This is actually such a funny fact. One of the questions on the MCAT, I'm actually, like, so terrified to talk about the MCAT because they, like, make me sign, like, 7 billion times about, like, not talking about the content of the MCAT outside of the MCAT.
Oh, yeah.
But the MCAT at one point used the word agoraphobia, and I only know that because of Sabrina Carpenter. So shout out to Sabrina Carpenter for teaching me the word agoraphobia.
What is that?
I don't know.
What that is.
I actually don't. I think it's the fear of large spaces, open spaces. I think it's
like a meadow?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna fact check this, but I think it's like the fear of open spaces. I only know that because it's in one of her songs. She is like wishing one of her exes. She says, I wish you all the best, but I hope you get agoraphobia someday.
What song is that? Oh my gosh. Okay, it's an anxiety disorder characterized by an intense fear of situations where escape might be difficult or unavailable if panic-like symptoms occur. It often involves avoiding open spaces, crowds, public transport, or leaving home alone. So it's a very specific form of anxiety.
That's broad.
I
guess I got open spaces to a T. Can manifest in that way, but not necessarily.
And crowds and public transport or leaving home alone.
So
this just sounds like
escape may be. Wait, what did it say?
It's a situation where escape might be difficult.
Okay.
If panic-like symptoms occur. This sounds like me on a day when I'm feeling antisocial.
It sounds like you have a fear of getting anxious.
Yeah, and not being able to like leave.
Like regulate.
Which I feel that way often. That's why I think a lot of people do. That's why crowds are overwhelming.
I guess phobia is like if it gets to
where you
like
don't
phobia levels.
You don't even go.
Yeah.
You're not stepping foot outside.
Yeah, it's like not worth the risk.
Okay, I don't have that. Interesting.
But yeah, that was one of my options for one of the questions on the MCAT, and I literally sat there and I was like, wow, I've heard this in a Sabrina Carpenter song.
Vocab word.
Yeah.
Did you see her Coachella set?
Yeah, Sabrina Cella.
I only saw a clip. I saw there was dogs and poodles. I saw there was a lot going on.
Did you see kind of the controversy around it?
No.
Sabrina is like opening a song, she's playing the piano, and somebody did some like cultural ethnic shout thing. It's like a sound I guess they make in like when they're excited. Kind of like the Polynesian, like, chihu type vibe, is what I gathered.
Okay.
I don't know anything about it. I've never heard of it before. But Sabrina thought somebody was yodeling. And so she starts saying, oh my gosh, there's somebody yodeling in the crowd? And she's like, that's weird. Like, I don't like that. What are you doing? And somebody's, like, yelling. They're like, it's my culture, or whatever. Anyway, so everybody took to Twitter and was freaking out about, like, she's so culturally insensitive. She doesn't even know. I can't believe she's saying that was weird and bad. And Sabrina was like, guys, you have never performed on stage. It's loud. It's bright. I can't see what's going on. I can't hear. Like, I'm sorry. Not how I should have handled that, but I meant no ill intent.
She probably didn't know what was going on.
She didn't know what was going on.
I think I did see a little about this, and she, like, came out and said sorry. I feel like that's
she, like,
literally...
made a quick tweet, and...
That's the best thing you could do. I feel like that's not even a scandal. She was
No.
like, oh, my bad, I didn't understand the situation.
And I think most people kind of recognize, especially with, like, the tweet that she posted was very, like, her personality, that she was like, I'm gonna give you a brief explanation that, like, I shouldn't have done that, but also I was not understanding what was happening, and it's not that deep.
It's actually not that deep. Stuff like that happens all the time.
All the time.
And the point is everyone being understanding.
Yes,
literally. In situations where it applies. I would say in front of a crowd of thousands of people, yes. It's not exactly a standard situation.
I just thought it was so funny that everybody was like, she's so insensitive. And I was like, guys, it's not that deep.
I think we all collectively should probably spend a little less time on the internet. Because I also think some of those people have to be bots. There's no way. 90% of the people in my life... Actually, 100% of the people in my life would not be bothered by that.
No!
So I just don't... I just think, especially her response, everyone's looking for drama and looking for something. And she was like, my bad.
A lot of people are a little high-strung these days.
Yeah, I don't think it's that serious.
Yeah, I agree.
Interesting. I actually did hear about that, but I feel like that's not even drama. That's people creating an issue out of nothing.
No, there's bigger problems to address.
Yeah, but I didn't watch her whole set.
I didn't either.
I've never been a diehard fan,
really?
To be honest. Yeah, I just don't think I have a lot in common with her or, like, her platform. She has songs that are undeniably catchy. Jeez. I'll be bopping to some of her music in the car, but I just don't... But I also don't fangirl about a lot of people, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I'm not a fangirler necessarily.
You can make it a verb or a adjective.
Yeah. But Manchild was in my top 10 last year in Spotify Wrapped.
Really?
Yeah.
I would actually say out of her songs, that is not one of my favorites.
Really?
I don't like that one that much.
I like Sabrina Carpenter. I can get behind not necessarily like all of her like message per se, but I think that she's good at making a catchy song.
Oh yeah.
And she's good at wordplay in
she's
her
a
songs.
pop star.
Yeah.
The one I like a little bit of her what's the album with the blue?
Short and Sweet.
Yeah, Short and Sweet. I like a lot of the songs on that one. Juno? Have you heard Juno?
Yes.
That one cracks me up every time.
Yeah.
That one's clever and so funny.
That has some... That album does have some good songs.
I think that album, like, there's probably at least 4 songs on there that I liked quite a bit.
Yeah. She's a good one. I hear Olivia Rodrigo is coming out with another album.
Oh, interesting.
We haven't heard much from her lately.
I actually, I think I was telling you, I was watching the second part of Wicked.
Uh-huh.
And I was cracking up because it reminded me of this interview. There's this interview with Cynthia Erivo.
Uh-huh.
And Jennifer Lawrence. And there's this part where Cynthia Erivo says she says she has some type of condition where she can hear or see sounds.
Cynthia Erivo does.
This is what she said.
She has synesthesia.
Yes!
Okay.
That's what it is!
Okay.
Anyway, But have you ever seen the interviews of her and Ariana Grande?
Yes.
And it's like...
They're like in each other's laps.
There's something weird going on there, okay? Like, respectfully... It's none of my business.
Has had a heyday with them.
And I don't want to be a hater or anything, but at the same time, that's weird, okay? So
I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with it. I just think it's, like, a little quirky.
It's like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
You know, there's something weird going on here, and no one's being upfront about it, which makes it weird.
You love each other in a different way than I love my best friend. Like... I don't know.
But also in a different way than I love my romantic partner, so I'm just very confused.
Yeah.
Anyway, they're both just like a little out there. And I'm a big fan of Jennifer Lawrence, and in the interview she goes so Cynthia says I have synesthesia or whatever, and Jennifer Lawrence goes, What color is this?
Oh, that's hilarious.
And just like, then the clip cuts off, and it kills me every single time. I'm like, that's the only appropriate response.
She's funny, dude.
I love Jennifer Lawrence. She cracks me up.
Did she answer?
I don't know. It just cut off, but I've rewatched that clip like a million times.
That's hilarious.
Oh, man.
Dude, that's such an interesting condition. I've seen a lot of people, not a lot, I've seen a few people on the internet who have synesthesia will, like...
Is that real?
It is real. Yeah, they'll, like, paint, like, what your favorite sound, like, looks like to them, or paint what your name looks like to them, because it can cross different senses. So some people, like, will see color with sound, or some people will hear sound with letters, or, like, whatever, yeah. It's some sort of, like... So, actually, the science behind it, last I heard, was that when you're a baby, your brain has ridiculous amounts of, like, synapses, like, connections in your brain, way more than you need. And so you spend a lot of time, like, babies, newborns, in the first few years of life, spend a lot of time, like, deciding what connections to keep and which ones you don't need. Okay. And so synesthesia, I guess, happens when your brain doesn't, like, sever certain connections and decides for whatever reason that needs to stay connected.
What?
And so some people have, like, genuine, like, reactions and, like, whether it's colors or sounds or smells or whatever to different senses that don't usually have that connection.
That's really interesting. Yeah, I had no idea.
It's a real medical condition.
I thought she was just bullshitting. And I was like, what is this girl talking about? And that made it even funnier when Jennifer Lawrence did that. I was like, she's clowning on her right now. That's too funny.
That is funny. Yeah, no, it's
what a perfect response.
No, seriously. She's funny. She's quick too.
But anyways, do you have a good Monday motivation for us today?
I do. Okay, so I saw this girl on TikTok. Wish I could give her credit. I cannot remember who she was. But she said that the way that she was filling her life with whimsy in 2026 was that she was gonna act as if and, like, live her life like the universe was cheering her on, which I thought was so cute. Because then she started to explain that, like, if something good happened, or, like, she found a $20 bill in her console, or, like, her appointments lined up just perfectly or whatever, that she would, like, oh, thanks, universe, for, like, having my back, and just, like, act like the universe is cheering you on. And I thought that was adorable.
That is.
To find, like, the little things in your life that kind of add whimsy, but also is, like, somebody's on your team. So
100%.
I think we should go about our week this week, and the rest of forever, thinking and acting like the universe is cheering us on.
Because it probably is.
Absolutely.
We don't know.
Absolutely.
We're not in charge of the universe.
And I think that's a way better outlook than to say that the universe is, like, tripping you up.
Yeah, it's a glass half full mentality.
Absolutely.
Which we could always use a little more of nowadays.
It's the energy that you give is the energy you get back. And so if you're going to put out there that the universe is on your team, that you're going to, like, be a good person, help people out, all the things, I feel like that's going to return to you.
And not flip people off in traffic.
Literally.
Or cut people off.
Yeah.
It's the little things, guys.
It's the little things.
Seriously. Defensive driving saves lives.
Amen. And now this is a driving podcast.
I made that so specific, but it's really been impacting me lately.
Find whatever way it applies to your life, whether that's people flipping you off in the morning or whatever it may be.
We all know how it applies to my life.
Act like the universe is cheering you on.
I love it. That's a great way to start the week.
Absolutely. So, happy Monday. Thanks for crafting and chatting with us. Forgot that we're still working on our granny square blanket. So
we did forget to announce
we'll remind you of that as we're signing off. But thanks for being here with us.
Yep, worked on our granny square blanket today.
Nothing new here, but we will see you next week.
Bye, everyone.